Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. About the Tarawih, how many rak'ah we pray? 8 plus shafa, then water, they all become 11 or 23, as asserted that Umar ordered the people to perform 23. Some others say, oh, we saw people in Medina praying Tarawih 39. So that is confusion. Imagine when a new convert convert to Islam, and he finds out these contradictions. How should he be dealing with the case? Now I'm going to show you what is the Sunnah. But many people, they grew up with something, not only Christians, but even Muslims. They grew up on something, they have to maintain what they grew up with. Now let's begin. Number one, narrated authentically by Sahih Muslim, that Aisha said, the Prophet ﷺ used not to perform in his qiyam more than 11 rak'ah, neither in Ramadan nor at any other month. That means regularly 11. Tarawih is a terminology that people agreed to call the night prayer in Ramadan. But it is qiyam. There is no difference than the qiyam in Ramadan or the qiyam at any other time. That means all are 11, usually regularly. The word Tarawih had never been uttered by the Prophet or his companions, but it's a recent terminology that people agreed to use. That's why you see it at the title, which is written by either the author or the commentator, and you see at the footnote the explanation that Qiyam is what we call Tarawih. This is a very important matter to be clarified. Qiyam he continuously kept performing the night prayer 11. Now forget about those who want to magnify Abu Hanifa or Shafi'i. They say, oh, he used to be performing 1,000 rak'ah per night. He used to be completing recitation of the Quran in one night. Forget about that. So the Prophet's portion of his night used to be 11, according to Sahih Muslim. What did Aisha see the Prophet doing? He was performing 11. Now they bring to you Malik saw people in Medina performing 39. Ash-Shafi'i said, I saw people in Mecca performing 23. Now they bring to you these kinds of narrations. Ash-Shafi'i saw people. Malik saw people. What about Aisha? No. Aisha saw the Prophet. Now those people want to tell you that what Shafi'i saw is more important than what Aisha saw. Oh, I wish I have a saw. What is this? Let's continue. Why this contradiction now? Does this mean that we're not allowed to perform more than 11? I didn't say that. But if you say, now this was a continuous, regular night prayer of the Prophet. Don't forget, Aisha was saying he used not to pray more than 11. That's why people like Albani, he said, you should not be performing more than 11. You know why? I'll tell you why. Some people, they use this to disguise Albani, to display the hatred against Albani, to shun people away from Albani. I tell you why Albani said that. Look, The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ used to be seen always regularly praying the Sunnah of Fajr too. Tell me now, if somebody came and said, well, the Sunnah of Fajr is 4, what should we be saying to him? We should be blaming him, because all the books of Hadith, they narrated the Prophet ﷺ authentically praying the Sunnah of Fajr 2 Rak'ah only. So that's why we say you should not pray more than 2 Rak'ah for the Sunnah of Salat al-Fajr. That's why we say that. You can't blame us if we say that. Likewise is the matter of Tarawih. When the Prophet never performed more than 11, and he keeps continuously performing the 11, that means we should now love what the Prophet continuously doing more than anything else. But this is the problem. For example, they say to you, but Umar did something else. Every time they run from the Prophet to Umar, any two contradictory narrations, one of them is what the Prophet did, the other one what Abu Bakr did or what Umar did, they say, no, we go to what Umar did. This is amazing. Now, was it authentically narrated that Umar ordered people to be performing 23 rak'ah? No. 39 rak'ah? No. 11 rak'ah? Yes. Where? Muwatta Malik, authentically, by As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid. As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid. He is a young Sahabi companion. They brought him to the Prophet while he was a boy, a little boy. So we call him a young companion. And he saw Umar ordering Ubay ibn Ka'b and Tamim ad-Dari to lead the prayer with what? 11 rak'ah. This is authentic. Where's the narrator? Who is the narrator? Remember this. Who is the narrator? Who saw Umar? As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid. Remember this name, As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid. Now, we have 3 narrators who narrated, whose chain of narration reach from them to As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid, that Umar ordered people to pray 23 or 30 or 20. So those 3 narrations, they contradict the narration in Muwatta Malik that Umar ordered Ubay ibn Ka'b and Tamim ad-Dari to lead people with 11 rak'ah and make them long. If you are so, you love to pray more than what the Prophet did. You love to worship Allah more than the Prophet. What the Prophet's 11? That's nothing. I can do better. Allahu Akbar. That reminded me when 3 people came asking about the worship of the Prophet, the type of worship of the Prophet. They belittled it. They belittled it. One of them said, I pray all night and I don't sleep. The other one, I fast all days and I don't break. The third one, I do not marry women. The Prophet was blaming them. He said, what is the matter with people who say so and so? Wallahi, I am more fearful to Allah than you, and I know about Allah more than you. But I marry women, I pray and sleep, and I fast and break. Whoever turn away from my sunnah, he is not of me. Likewise is this matter today. People find the 11 nothing. They want to pray 23 or 39. But it has to be done in half an hour because people need to go to work, All right. So how this 23 or 39 is going to be? Espresso prayer. espresso prayer. Yalla, finish it. Like if you type in YouTube, Ferrari Imam, you'll be amazed to see very fast. Nobody speeded up the movie. No. It's a normal speed. But the problem is not with the normal speed, it's with the speed of the Imam.
الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله الله أكبر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم العصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
The Prophet saw a man praying like this. When he finished, he said to him, "Stand up and pray, for you did not pray." This reminds me of what the Prophet said to someone who was praying like them, like this Imam. That scene reminds me of the Prophet when he said to someone who was praying like this Imam, he said to him, "Stand up and re-pray, for you already did not pray." Now, those three narrators, remember their names: Yazid ibn Khusayfa, Yazid ibn Ruman, and Al-Harith ibn Abdul Rahman ibn Abi Dhubab. All those narrators are weak. Yazid ibn Ruman, he said that Umar used to be doing this and this and this. So wait a minute. An-Nawawi in his book Al-Majmu', An-Nawawi in his book Al-Majmu', volume 4, page 33, he said that Yazid ibn Ruman did not reach the lifetime of Umar. So the riwayah is mursala, there is a cut in the chain of narration. Okay. What about Yazid ibn Khusayfa? Yazid ibn Khusayfa is trustworthy, but with a condition. If his narration contradicts what is more authentic than the narration given by this man, then we should be disconsidering his narration. And the narration in Muwatta Malik is more authentic. There is no doubt about the authenticity of the narration of Umar in Muwatta Malik that he ordered Ubay ibn Ka'b and Tamim al-Dari to lead with 11 Rak'ah. Now all of these narrators are narrating from As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid. But the authentic narration in Muwatta Malik is by As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid, but 11. Those people are giving other numbers, 23, 39. So where's the contradiction? From As-Sa'ib ibn Yazid, the narrator from Umar, or those three narrators? The three are weak. Al-Harith, Abdul Rahman ibn Abi Dhubab, weak. Yazid ibn Khusayfa, trustworthy, but he sometimes brings false narrations. Maybe he doesn't verify it. And Yazid ibn Ruman, he was not eyewitness to Umar. Three problems. What will be uniting people? To disconsider the 11 of the Prophet, which is narrated in Sahih Muslim? We should love what the Prophet loved and continuously did. This will be sparing, averting the Ummah from division. We calling ourselves the people of Sunnah and Jama'ah. One of the meaning of the Jama'ah, that means it leads to the unity of the congregation. The Sunnah unites, the Bid'ah divides. So what is more important regarding what people see? Shafi'i said, I saw people. Malik said, I saw people. Aisha said, I saw the Prophet. Which seeing is more important and should be more considerably taken? But behind this, there's a background of hatred and bigotry against the people of Sunnah. It's not only about how many rak'ah, it's about aqeedah, hating those people of hadith. If you want to say, I want to pray more than 11, we say it is allowed. Even if you want to pray 100 rak'ah per night, it's not haram. But look at the difference here. If you say the sunnah of Tarawih is to pray 23, here we say to you, no. Because you are claiming that the Prophet's sunnah regarding qiyam of the night was more than 11. But Aisha said he never prayed more than 11. The Prophet said the praying of the night is pair. That means pray 2, then 2, then 2. There's no limit. But if you fear the Fajr time, then make witr 1 rak'ah. Sealing the qiyam by 1 rak'ah. That's what he said. And that's in Sahih Muslim. I don't expect that all people are going to comply to the 11. It's not an easy job. Because people value what they were accustomed to. This is more valuable to them than the Sunnah, unfortunately. Yet they say to you, we love the Prophet. We celebrate his birthday because we love him. You love him? Prefer what he preferred. Do continuously what he was doing continuously. This is the translation, the practical translation of your love to him. So as a result, to brief the matter, we say the 11 were proven in Sahih Muslim. And it says he used not to do more than 11. The narration doesn't say only he was doing 11. No, he used not to perform more than 11. And those narrations about Umar are not authentic. But because people are divided today, who are those who are opposing Albani? Are those who have Ash'ari, Sufi background. Now we know them. Yeah. So they take advantage of the event. Every Ramadan, they start to remind people about those people of hadith. They always oppose the four madhahib. Four madhahib agreed that Tarawih, according to what Umar ordered, is 23. The four madhabs. Why those people, Salafis, they are not complying to the four madhabs? Come. Do you comply to the four madhabs? The four madhabs denounced, condemned ilm al-kalam, the philosophy that caused you to deny many attributes of Allah. Ahmad said that those people of ilm al-kalam, which the Ash'ari madhab is rooted by, established by, and the Maturidis. Imam Ahmad said that those are heretics, zanadiqa, those people of ilm al-kalam. Al-Shafi'i gave fatwa that they should be beaten up. And they said it's haram. In the book of Al-Majmu', first volume, page 49, An-Nawawi said that Shafi'i was extremely going against ilm al-kalam, even giving fatwa to punish those who teach it or learn it. So do you obey them? Let's say, for the sake of argument, that we oppose the four madhahib in secondary issues of fiqh. You opposed the four madhabs in the matter of aqeedah. That's why those Ash'aris say to you, I am Ash'ari in matters of doctrine, Shafi'i in matter of fiqh, Sufi in a matter of discipline. Why you're not Shafi'i in doctrine? Why you are only Shafi'i in fiqh, but not Shafi'i in doctrine? So Shafi'i did not have aqeedah before? Among the aqeedah of Shafi'i is condemning ilm al-kalam, and you don't agree with the Shafi'i? You come to blame us, claiming that we oppose the four madhabs, while you are opposing the four madhabs. So who's opposing the four madhabs now in aqeedah? So it's not only about disagreement about the number of rak'ah. Behind the curtain, there is a background. There are backgrounds of division about which is the correct sect and cult. Ahlul Hadith, or the Ash'aris and Maturidis and the Sufis. This is the hidden cause of this division. So we prefer what the Prophet preferred. We prefer to do continuously what the Prophet did continuously. We're so tolerant. We don't say it's haram to pray more than 11 at night. No. We don't say that. But we say, don't claim that the sunnah of the Prophet was more than 11. Don't ever claim that Umar gathered people on 20, because those narrations are weak. Let's say they are slightly weak. They are barely becoming okay, Hasan. But they should not be abrogating or cancelling what is more authentic narration, which is in Muwatta Malik, that Umar gathered people on 11 rak'ah. I think by this clarification, matter becomes so clear. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.